How do you become an inevitable millionaire? Why do I want everyone in my audience to be a millionaire? Because I want you to live an extraordinary life. I want life to be your masterpiece. I want you to have the power of choice. Wealth creates the opportunity to make decisions out of courage, not fear. Wealth brings the ability to make a sharp right turn when opportunity presents itself. How do you get on a track where if you keep working on your skill set, you keep working on your mindset, you keep working on your money paradigm, that you have an open-ended enough opportunity to make money that you can get there. I want you to know that you have inside of you everything you need and that the opportunity is yours. The floor is yours. There is no dress rehearsal. This is your life. Life is now. Make every single day count. Now is your moment. My gosh, welcome back. I can't believe we're here. It's Thursday. So, we are getting deep into this conversation now. And if you're just joining us, welcome, welcome. Let myself and a member of the team know, and we'll help you get caught up on all of the sessions that you missed. We are talking about how to create your 1% life. We are talking about achieving all of your goals and dreams. We're talking about how to really consciously construct your dream life through the decisions that you make each and every day. I am a firm believer that you can have it all. And I've helped so many people to construct their dream life over the years. And I've done it for myself. And now I'm so thrilled and honored to have the opportunity to get to do it for and with you. So, I'm going to do a little bit of a quick recap on some of the great topics that we've discussed already over the course of the sessions that we have together up until now, and I want to go over a little bit of what is to come. Okay. So, first of all, we are going to be together between now and Tuesday. Our final session is going to be on Tuesday. Okay. And I want to remind you that we are now accepting registrations for the Inevitable Millionaire. This is your last opportunity to join between now and the fall. So, once this is closed on Tuesday, we will not be accepting new members through another launch until the fall. So, I want to make sure that you take action now. We are actually in the midst of a 6-week series. It kicked off today and it's going for 6 weeks into the future about raising wealth consciousness, building multiple streams of income, becoming a money magnet, welcoming more money into your life, really developing your ability and your capacity to receive more, to make more, to earn more, to achieve more. And so I want to make sure that you don't miss these sessions live because I take questions, we interact, we do co-working together. It's absolutely an experience that you do not want to miss. And September 2nd is the Elevate Your Inner Circle event. It is live. It's here in person in Florida. When you pay in full for the Inevitable Millionaire, you get a ticket to the Elevate Your Inner Circle event. I'm excited to meet you in person. That day is going to be networking, referral exchanges. We're going to have training sessions. We're going to have collaborations. You are going to leave on like a level 10 out of 10 in your life, ready to make your dreams a reality. I cannot wait to lead the sessions. You're going to get to meet myself, members of Team Unstoppable, members of the Inevitable Millionaire. And yes, actually, absolutely, Lou, our team will make sure they help you to get replays of the first 3 sessions. For those of you that are just joining us, my name is Kelly Roach, and I have spent the last 10 years helping entrepreneurs online build, grow, and scale 7- and 8-figure companies. We've helped hundreds of individuals create 6-figure breakthroughs, many, many others achieve the 7- and 8-figure mark. And I'm so excited to have the opportunity to finally bring together everything that I learned over those 10 years of helping people build their businesses and really dive deep for the very first time with the Inevitable Millionaire program into the mastery of bringing together the mindset, the beliefs, and the inner work combined with the external strategy and the action planning and the roadmap to make your goals and dreams a reality. I consider myself the best in the business at creating millionaires, and I love helping people to achieve these big wins. And what I know for sure is that you will be absolutely unstoppable when you get in a container where the core focus every single week is elevating your mindset, raising your consciousness, taking new actions, and really getting absolute clarity on the steps that you need to take and how to take them to achieve your goals and dreams. So this is a mentorship unlike anything that you've ever seen or experienced before. It can't be put in a box. It can't be put in a category. This is just mind-blowing stuff that people are just within a few weeks, they've accomplished more in achieving their dreams than probably in the last decade. And you're going to meet some of the people that just joined us in the last month to talk about what even 30 days in this container can do to just absolutely transform your life. So cannot wait to work with you all. You can go to inevitablemillionaires.com to register today. When you pay in full, you can get access to the Elevate Your Inner Circle event. If we still have tickets left, we're blowing through them, but we still have tickets left as of this moment. You'll see on the page whether or not there's still opportunities for that. And that ticket is included. It's worth more than the entire cost of the program. It's included when you pay in full today. If you want to do a monthly payment plan, you can get in for just a couple $100 a month. It's a 12-month experience. And for 52 weeks, we work on designing and helping walk you through how to make your life your masterpiece, how to raise your income, how to create multiple streams of income, how to make health and wellness a centerpiece of your life, how to reconnect with the people that you love, deepen and strengthen your spirituality, create very conscious life choices that raise the happiness and fulfillment of everything that you do and everything that you experience in your daily life. The big thing to understand about everything that we've talking about is you are the cause. You are the cause. You are the source. You are the cause. And your dream life is the effect. And the work that you do in between those two things is what's inside the inevitable millionaire. So we know we've talked about so many things already throughout the course of our time this week. But just to do a little bit of a quick recap with you here, we've talked about the mindset and beliefs, right, of high net worth people. We talked about the mindset and beliefs. We talked about the habits. We've talked about the life hacks. We've talked about how the ultra high net worth spend their time versus how the poor spend their time. The 99%, right? We've talked about the skills and the strategy. We've talked about turning opportunities and turning obstacles into opportunities and so much more. Today, what we're going to talk about is your circle of influence. And we're really going to go deep today into the people that you need to have in your circle as you go to elevate into your dream life. And this is really, really critical because if there's nothing else that I think we all know by now, it's that the situations and circumstances that we're typically raised in are not conducive to our dream life. A lot of times they are counterproductive to us accomplishing our goals and dreams. And so we know that in order to create the outcomes that we want in our life, we need to surround ourselves with an environment and people, influences, mentorship, and everything in between that are going to facilitate us becoming the people that our dreams require. And the best description that I can give in terms of assessing who you're spending your time with and whether or not you may need to make a change in order to get to where you want to be is to consider the fact that if you spend enough time with unhealthy people in an unhealthy environment, you are ultimately going to also become unhealthy. It's just the sad truth, right? And so if you spend enough time around wealthy people and around people with a great positive mindset, growth mindset, high achievers, big dreamers, guess what? The same thing is going to happen for you. You spend enough time in that environment and you are going to begin to resonate and to vibrate and to align with that energy of achievement, that energy of inspiration, that energy of outcome. So what we know for sure is that your time and your energy are what determine the outcomes of your life. And you are in control of both. The people that you choose to surround yourself with are going to have a massive, massive impact on your experience of life in every single way, right? And we have to remember that the people that we spend time with are either going to lift us up, encourage us, empower us, and elevate us, or they're going to distract us, right? Distract us. They're going to be the naysayers. They're going to be the ones questioning why we're doing what we're doing and asking why we're working so hard or why we want that so bad or making us feel guilty about wanting wealth or desiring more. We've all had that experience. I'm sure all of you have. I have as well. And so it's important to understand who you do need to surround yourself with in order to create an environment that is most conducive to achieving your goals and dreams. So today I'm going to talk to you about 6 people that you want to have in your life that are going to help you to make your goals and dreams a reality. And then I'm going to talk to you a little bit about how you can make sure that you build this environment and build this circle of influence. Okay. So the first one is what I like to call your equal and opposite. Your equal and opposite is the devil's advocate in your life. They're the person that challenges you to employ critical thinking. They're the person that challenges you to create thoughtful evolution, to really have a diverse viewpoint. Because a lot of times we get in an echo chamber of hearing all the same things and thinking all the same things. And I see this in industries all the time when I'm coaching in business. And it's everyone's just following the leader and circling the drain, and no one's actually progressing forward, right? So you want someone that has an opposite skill set, that challenges you in a positive way, in a constructive way, that has multiple perspectives, that can help you think critically and innovate in the way that you want to move forward in your business, in your life, in your career, whatever it is. The second one is you need your trusted confidant. So you need a person that is at your level, that understands what you're going through, that has both high goals and high achievement, that has accomplished what you want to in life, and that you see eye to eye with, that you can trust wholeheartedly, that you can bring your biggest fears, your doubts, your frustrations, the things that you need help with, that you can talk through challenges. This is the person that you feel, heart to heart, so connected with, that you believe that you can share those things that are most confidential, that you really need a sounding board and you really need someone that you can trust to be a part of that dialogue. The third one is the social butterfly. This is your super connector. Everyone needs a super connector. A super connector is someone that is motivated and inspired and absolutely loves to make introductions. They're the person that knows everyone. And this is important because the higher you go, the more important your network is, the more important you need to be able to solve any problem with a single phone call. And you need people in your life that are super connectors, that they're empowered and they love to make introductions and to bring people together. And so you need to find someone in your life to build a relationship with that plays that role, that can help you to make the connections that are needed in each and every situation to solve problems quickly and effortlessly. And I call this the golden Rolodex. You need the golden Rolodex that allows you to solve any problem in an instant with a single conversation. This is the super connector, is going to help you make this so much easier. It's going to make your life so much more fluid. And as you go higher up in multiple streams of income and wealth creation and business building, you need these connections. There's a lot of people you're going to need in your life, which I'll talk about in just a second, that are probably not a part of your natural circle or what you were exposed to growing up. I know a lot of this was completely brand new for me. The third one is you need a co-striver. What is a co-striver? A co-striver is your partner in crime. They're the person that is on this journey to greatness side by side with you. They understand the big, audacious, crazy goals that you're setting because they're also setting their own big, crazy, audacious goals. This is the person that gets the motivation, the inspiration, the visionary nature that you have. They're cheering you on. They understand your why. They get what you're doing and why you're doing it. And there's no competition. There's no jealousy. There's no triggering of one another. It's literally, you are like yin and yang, right? And you just get each other and you fit like a glove, and you can help each other and cheer each other on and keep each other accountable and just be that support system for each other. And there's nothing like having someone in your corner that has achieved on a really high level, but is striving for more just like you are, to keep you connected and focused and motivated on your journey. The next one is my favorite, the champion, right? The champion, the visionary. This is your mentor, right? And your mentor is someone that sees the future possibility and capability that you have inside of you, even bigger and even better and even sooner than you do. They're your cheerleader. they're your advocate, they're your inspirational leader. I personally had just an amazing experience with great mentors, and it's just been an incredible experience for me, getting the opportunity to work with someone that saw that vision for me and was invested in being my champion and being my inspiration and doing that. And so, if you haven't found a mentor yet that gives you that level of support, or sees that in you, or believes in you in that level, or connects with you in that way, that's a really important person to connect with, right? And then finally, you will need your protectors. And your protectors are going to be your legal, your financial, and your advisory team. A lot of what we do inside the Inevitable Millionaire is about raising your capability for wealth creation and growing your income and building your assets. And even if you're starting now from zero or in debt, by the time you're a year in, you're going to be a completely different person. You're going to be in a completely different state. And so, what you want to think about is you need a team that specializes in high net worth individuals that can guide you through the process of protecting your wealth, growing your wealth, and making decisions to make sure that you and your family are always going to be taken care of, and that you're going to make the most of this opportunity. Okay. So those are kind of the 6 core people that you want to have like in your corner as a part of your experience. And we're going to bring on a special guest in just a moment here. Hi, how are you?
Hi, Kelly. Good, and
Hi.
you?
So, what I want to do, guys, is I want to share with you. So, as I think everyone knows, I spent the last 10 years helping business owners to scale companies, build massively successful, wildly successful businesses. The Inevitable Millionaire is brand new. It's a culmination of my entire life journey. And it's the program that I always wanted to create, but I never felt ready. And I wanted to wait until I had helped myself to create my 1% life and so many clients to have these business successes before I launched it. Because, quite frankly, I didn't think people would believe me if I started telling these stories, if I didn't show, like, no, this stuff really works. Like, this is what the result is going to be. So, Alejandra is one of our new Inevitable Millionaires, and she is going to share with you all a little bit about the program. Has only been live for literally 1 month. It's our 1 month birthday. So help us celebrate. So Alejandra, why don't you first introduce yourself? Tell us a little bit about you. Why did you join the Inevitable Millionaire?
Well, I'm excited to be here, and thank you for this opportunity to share with everyone like how it's like being with you for a full month. I'm Alejandra Marquez, and I'm a productivity and balance mentor. So when you talk about time management, intentionality, that's my love language. But for me, when I saw this opportunity the last time you launched this masterclass, I didn't blink. Like, I totally knew that I needed to work with you on a full year container. And I know this is a one of a kind opportunity. Like, I know your prices are completely different from what you're offering right now. So I say, there's no way I'm saying no to this. And really being able to be in a community that every single one of us is looking for, that being on that part of that 1%. As you say, you need all these different type of people in your network, in your community, in your environment. Otherwise, you will never be that 1%. So for me, that really clicked. That's how I've been spending my last 2 years, like really surrounding
Yeah.
myself with amazing people. And I just didn't blink. I even, after signing up, like, I say yes, take my credit card. Now, after that, I reach out to one of my best friends, and I say, hey, Kelly is doing this. I'm joining. You need to join. And she joined.
Oh, that's
So we're
amazing.
doing this together.
So now you have a partner to go through this experience with, which is so amazing. And just for people that don't know, I know you mentioned about the pricing. So the Inevitable Millionaire, guys, it's a $3,500 program for a year of mentorship. What I typically charge, the only program that I do weekly calls like this with is my Legacy Leaders program, that is all multi-million dollar businesses, and it's an $85,000 a year program. So what Alejandra is mentioning is that this is like no brainer beyond no brainer beyond no brainer. And I did it very intentionally. It's very, very intentional, because I want to help thousands and thousands and thousands of people to become millionaires. And I wanted to create a price point that was accessible to people at all different stages, maybe even some people that are employees that want to build multiple streams of income. I actually have my own team participating in it because I want all of them to become wealthy and I want all of them to invest in their mindset as well. So I really appreciate you sharing that. And for anybody that's watching that wants to join, you can go to inevitablemillionaires.com. We still have some spots left for September. So let's go deep into like, what should people expect? Like, what is the magic of the Inevitable Millionaire? What has that experience in this first month been like for you?
Well, as you mentioned, those weekly calls are amazing. Like, I make sure I want to attend live every single one of them because we really start with that space that feels so safe, like with all the gratitude we do in those calls and just really shifting our mindset in a way that, well, I don't know if you can read, I think you cannot see it on this, but I have in here a framework that says, change your mindset and you change your world. So basically, by shifting your mindset is really everything that you need to really start doing, and the way that you approach things, like very intentional. And one of the things that really resonated the most with me is that you get to live your ideal life now. Like, you don't need to wait 1 year from now after you finish this whole experience with everyone in here, but you get to live it now. Every single week, you see all the changes that everyone's doing, taking small actions, aligned actions every week, and you get to see amazing changes. Like today, someone sharing the chat, and I was just, my mind just blow away what everything that she has been doing. And I'm noticing in myself, like for me, I've been kind of postponing this delegation part in my business. Like, no, I still can do all the things, but I say no more. Let's time trading. Let's really leverage everything and being intentional with everything that I'm focusing on. So I said, let's start hiring. I did my first hire. Right now I'm delegating even more things and focusing on the big things, that big vision that I want for my life. And I do it every single day, living the vision now.
Yeah, no, it's so true. I've been mind blown. I mean, I knew people would take action and I knew people would get results, but I cannot believe the speed. I cannot believe the speed of people like moving mountains in their life. And I think it's just clicking into possibility. It's clicking into possibility. Like I see people literally, it's like I don't know, it's like something changes in their brain to realize like, oh, like this is waiting for me. It's possible. It's available. Like I just have to like step into being that person now, like you said. And I think that's been the most exciting part for me is like, I'm watching what people in their third week are doing. I'm watching what people in their fourth week are doing. And I'm like, oh my gosh, like I cannot even imagine like
1 year from
52
now.
weeks in, like it's mind blowing and it's so exciting. But I also think to your point, Alejandra, like with what's going on in the world right now and just the state of culture and people in general, I think more than ever now we have to protect ourselves, our environment. Like we cannot have toxic relationships, toxic things that are influencing us. You know, it's like getting off of social media and it's spending that time investing in moving your life forward and knowing that like your time is so precious. And to be such a protector of your time, your environment, who you're interacting with. And, you know, I think that a lot of people are seeing that as well. And I think also you see the kind of people that are joining the Inevitable Millionaire. I mean, the caliber of people in the program. I mean, I don't know if you want to add any comments to that.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, the community is incredible. And one of the things that I truly see in here is that when I see everybody succeeding, for me, everything that brings is opportunity. It's like, she can do it, I can do it. There's zero competition. You can absolutely see how everybody is encouraging each other and just saying like, you achieved this in a week, like let me really move forward this next week and keep up with that pace. So it's really like removing that toxicity and just focusing on everybody can build that 1% life if we support each other and if we really are willing to do the steps, to do the changes and living right now.
Yeah, no, 100%. I think it's just an energy of yes.
Yes.
It's an energy of yes. Like it's an energy of pure yes. Like, I look forward to getting on the calls so much every week, because you come in this space and it's like you're in this vortex of yes, and it's just happening. And it's like everyone is working through. It's not that they're ignoring, past wounds or past things they need to heal from, but it's they're saying yes to working through that. They're saying yes to releasing that. They're saying yes to like moving forward through that. And it's like you say enough yeses, and that momentum just builds and builds and builds. And it's just, for me, leading it is just fascinating, because I'm like, oh my gosh, like the speed and the momentum and the velocity of what people are creating is just mind blowing.
Yeah, I totally love that. And for example, if I might share something about today that I really loved, is
Yeah.
really how you are teaching us how to really change and turn problems into opportunities. Like, feel like that's one of the biggest things that we always focus on, that people tend to focus on, is I have all these excuses, I have all this problem, I cannot do it right now, maybe I'm not ready for this. No, let's change all of that. And I love how everybody today just start dropping all the problems, and then no, let's turn it into opportunities, and you start seeing how everything switched. So for me,
Yeah.
that was beautiful today.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that. And for everybody listening, the next 6 weeks, it was going to be 5 weeks. Now it's going to be 6 weeks, because we only made it half through the content today, because there's just so much to cover. But the next 6 weeks, we're focused on wealth consciousness, multiple streams of income, increasing your income, really building a wealth skill set, right? And it's mindset and skill set, because it's everything is two sides of the coin. And that's why I say, like, this program can't fit in an existing category, because it's bringing together the mindset and beliefs and marrying it with the action and the strategy. And I think everything I've seen out there, it's one or the other. And what happens is you're like this. You got the business strategy, but your mindset is not where it needs to be. You got the mindset, but you're not taking any action. You have no idea what you're doing, right? And I think bringing those two things together is really like going to be the game changer with this. But the next 6 weeks, we're just going to help people to understand how to take problems and turn them into massive opportunities. And what most people don't understand is that people that are very, very wealthy are just really, really good at solving problems. Literally. Like, they don't understand that that is like the foundation of wealth. When I think about my business and I think about how did I become an 8-figure business owner, I got really good at solving people's problems. They needed to learn how to grow their business. I got really good at teaching them how to do it. Right? That's it. Every single thing that we want in our life, if we can ask ourselves, how can we turn a problem into an opportunity? And how do we create and be in a state of solution? Everything's there for the taking. But to your point, Alejandra, it is skill. It is work. These things it's creating space in your life to work on becoming more and evolving as a person and up-leveling your whole way of life, the way that you think, the way that you believe, the way that you take action, the way that you spend your time, right? And we're kind of tackling all of those elements. So what are you most excited about as you look forward for the rest of the year in The Inevitable Millionaire?
So many things. I feel like the expectation and the excitement to see what can happen 1 year from now, because I've seen it in a month, I'm seeing it in other people, and I see it in myself. And it's like 1 year from now, it may look so far away. It happens like this. So you can change absolutely everything in just a blink of an eye.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited to see everything. I already started changing not only on my wealth mindset, but also on my health mindset. So I also started investing in my health coach and doing more exercise, like really taking care of every single aspect. And I feel like that's one of the things that really resonated the most with you, like the thing that resonated with me with you. Sometimes I struggle with English, but sorry.
No, it's beautiful.
Thank you. It's really how you manage to take care of each aspect in your life, because most of the coach that are teaching about wealth or about business is like 100% business and finances, and forget about your personal life. And as a
Mm-hmm.
productivity and balance coach, that part of the balance for me is very important. So really
Yeah.
taking care of your family, taking care of yourself, all of that was what really resonated the most with me. And I say, if she can do it, let me learn how to really scale it to another level. And I'm excited about that, like really bringing every single aspect of my life to another level.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I agree. And I think that's one of the most special things about the program. I remember a few years ago, someone said to me, like, you can't have it all, Kelly. And I was like, watch me.
Watch me.
And listen, there is no like beautiful balance of perfection. You know, everything is imperfect, but it's about constructing a life that allows you to create richness in all different areas, not just one. And I do think that a lot of the way that teaching is done, everything goes towards that one thing and everything else falls apart. And I see this in the online space all the time, whether it's related to people's health, their relationships, their marriages, all of those things. And I think that is something that is very special about the way that I've approached building my business. My family has always come first. My health has always been a huge part of what I prioritize and focus on in the business, including and up until today. And this morning, like that's why I'm in a t-shirt, because I was out, I did my, hour and 15-minute walk this morning. I came back, I had an early start today. I've been on camera back to back, but it matters. It matters. And I think that if you're going to invest in any area of your life to create a high level of achievement, you want, when you create that achievement and when that finally comes to fruition, you want to be in a mental and physical state to enjoy it with the people that you care most about, and to be in alignment with purpose and why you're here. And so achievement alone is not enough, right? And so a big focus of the Inevitable Millionaire is allowing you to see your life in a holistic way and to make decisions that allow you to accomplish your big goals without creating this paradigm of compromising, everything else in order to achieve that one thing. And it is a delicate balance, and it is a dance. It's a dance, and it's something that you have to work at on an ongoing basis. But it's one of the things I'm most excited about really bringing to the students inside the Inevitable Millionaire.
I love that. Yeah, I'm really excited about that.
Yeah.
And just, as I said, just taking it to another level.
So you are a great example, I think, of rapid action in the program. And I would love for you to share with everybody listening, like, what have you actually done since joining the program? Like, share, like, what has this like spurred into action for you? What have you taken action on and made happen since joining?
Well, the first one, as I said, is delegating. That has been something that I was scared about. And I say, you know what? I'm taking the action. I'm delegating. So that started, and it has scaled quite fast. Like I'm delegating more and more and more. The other thing is, as I said, I hire my health coach so I can really step up on that other aspect in my life. But I also been diving deep into redefining my offer suite, scaling, like creating all the systems, building strong foundations in my business. And now I'm also thinking about other sources
Yeah,
of income. So it's really leveraging each of the areas that we've been talking about, and just taking daily action. It's
it's
daily
amazing.
action and showing up as a 10, as you said, and just also networking. Like that's
For
others of
sure.
the areas that I've really been working on, creating connections. And I just booked a speaking event, by the way, in the States. So I'm really excited about that.
Oh, I'm so happy for you. I'm so happy for you. Well, Alejandra, thank you so much for coming and sharing your experience. I'm so excited to have this year to watch you just blossom and grow and make your dreams come true. And I know if this is month 1, I feel certain that month 12, you're going to have a great story to tell. And I can't wait to bring you back and share your whole journey. But thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you for bringing me and for putting all of this together. Looking forward to
Absolutely.
the whole year.
Absolutely. Thanks for joining. I'll see you next week on the
I'll
call.
see you next week.
All right. So thank you all so much for joining us. We have one more special guest that is going to be with us here. Sharon. Hey, how are
Hello.
you?
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, absolutely.
Good.
Thank you so much.
So happy to be here.
Thank you so much for joining me today. So Sharon is another one of our Inevitable Millionaires. And Sharon, first, why don't you just share a little bit about yourself and tell everybody, why did you join the Inevitable Millionaire?
Awesome. So I'm saying transformational coach first now, but I'm a licensed professional counselor, licensed here in New Orleans, Louisiana, but I'm a transformational coach. I work with people with mindset and really going deep into their mindset, particularly with the mass resignation, removing those roadblocks and helping them identify. But what I came to realize as a service provider, I had some blocks myself, right? And at the time I was really, I recognized it wasn't that I needed to go back to therapy. It wasn't any of that, but there were just roadblocks. And so it's like, literally, then you presented this offer and I'm already in another program of yours. So I'm like the guru, the guru. And I'm like, wow. So to me, it was just a God-given, one of my daily prayers is for wisdom, provision, and opportunity. And boom, boom, boom. This program met all three. And so it was just a no-brainer.
Yeah. You have been in massive action since joining the program, and you're definitely someone that got it. I feel like you were one of those people where it was preparation met opportunity. You came in and you were prepared to do the work. It's what you were seeking. And so you've leaned all the way in. So share with everybody, so you said there were some roadblocks, which we all have roadblocks, right? And you decided to use the Inevitable Millionaire to unlock those roadblocks so that you could really move forward. What are some of the ways that you feel like you've been kind of able to get out of your own way and move forward in your life and in your business since joining?
So in just for a few weeks with you, and I am a podcast listener of yours, what was presented, and I think presented in a different way, right? As a therapist and someone that's more on the touchy-feely side of things, which even though it goes deeper than that, sometimes the way it's presented to us, we're like, oh yeah, I do that. Oh yeah, I do that. But you with the business background, and it was bombs, and so one of the roadblocks I have had was very early on, one of my own money story, right? I can make money. I don't hold on to money, and then the whole positioning around serving, I serve, but then I get into that hard sales, which I grew up, really the dialogue in my house, we joke around here is like used car man. If anybody out there is a used car salesman, no offense, but it was, so anything with sales was just this yucky, icky thing. And so and I'm still working on that. I still have to clearly, I'm not fear about being rejected. There is something that goes on with a mental block, and I'm aggressively working on that, trying to identify what that block is. But the money is, I had a bad money story. And so now for myself, and certainly everything I've done in my life has been to position and rewrite my story so my daughter does not take on that junk, right? So I just immediately started doing my affirmations, and these affirmations are not lying to myself, but my truth. And my truth is I am a millionaire.
Yeah.
I do the work. I show up.
Yeah.
I already live the lifestyle. Not that I'm spending the money, but the positioning myself in my day, the way I do my schedule. Yeah. So I just needed to shift. And that was a easier shift, right? Yeah. The sales I'm still working on, but I know your program will get me where I need to be.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. No, that's great. And I feel like, for each person, this transformational journey looks different, but, I know that you've taken some great action very quickly. And I think, that's one of the things that we focus on. It's a balance of mindset and beliefs coupled with strategy and action, right? And it's bringing those two things together. So what do you feel like are the biggest breakthroughs you've had from just an action standpoint? What are some of the things you've taken action on since joining?
So one of the biggest things was clearing my schedule and getting rid of the unnecessary items that we all can get lost into. I could move this little notebook around my table. I don't know where the camera is, a bazillion times a day to get it positioned perfectly, but that does not move the needle. Yeah. So being way more intentional with my time, trading time up, and just there are things I don't need to do. They just don't serve me. It doesn't make sense. Yeah. The other piece is really just like an athlete has to do some drills that they just don't like doing. You just have to do it. I put myself in a position that I'm accountable. You know, I'm able to speak with, in your other program, my team members, and this program helped me do that.
Yeah.
Was this isn't even right now for me to be taking the follow-up steps. I need to go back and, you know, I skipped 3 steps to think I didn't have to do it. So it allowed me to really identify and be accountable.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, that's key, right? There is a huge piece of the program that's around accountability. And a lot of times in our lives, we do know what we need to do, but we avoid doing it because it makes us uncomfortable, or it's not the thing that we have the most fun doing or whatever, but it's the thing that unlocks our goals and dreams, right? So that's a huge piece of this. And, you know, that's why we do the sessions live every week. So many people have asked me, like, it's only a $3,000 program. Like, why are you live every week? I'm like, because this is my legacy. I want to make millionaires. I want people to see that they can make their life their masterpiece. And I want to be there for it. Like, I want to be there for it. I want to create the experience of it.
You gave this gift because I had a call this morning and I said, I do not understand how she is doing this a week at this dollar point. Like,
I have to.
Really, I was like, it makes no sense to me. You know,
it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. I mean, I say, like, my other program that I'm on the phone every week with my clients, Legacy Leaders, it's $85,000. You know, I have to do this. It's part of my calling. It's literally my spirit, my soul. I just need people to see what they're capable of. And I want to be there for it. And I want it to be available. And I also don't want people to have to choose between this and their coaching program or their therapist or their mastermind or whatever. I wanted to price it at a level where people could still work with their niche coach or mastermind or work with their therapist or whatever. And it wasn't a choice, but I know this work can change so many people's lives, and I want it to be accessible to people.
You've just done it. Like I said, from your position, you really, through this program, which has helped me, because once again, when we serve, we don't necessarily serve ourselves in areas. You have gone in just 4 short weeks. I mean, today was what, 4? Peel back the curtains, peel back the layers, and make us look through that lens.
Yeah.
And kind of pull the weeds.
It's seeing the power that you have inside of yourself. I think the world can get us to a place where we forget our own power.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And I think it's raising our consciousness about the amount of choices that we have each day and exercising those choices well. Because I think it's really easy to we get almost on autopilot and we don't even realize what we're doing. And then days go by and months go by and then years go by. And it's like, well, why isn't this happening? And it's like, because we're not in alignment, right? And it's just helping people reclaim their ownership of their life and get back in the driver's seat and be really clear on, you know, not just that they're driving, but where am I driving to, you know?
And that's ultimately what you helped me do, where I talk to people about getting in the driver's seat. I'm in it, and I have my course laid out.
That's awesome. I'm so happy for you. Well, Sharon, it is just a pleasure having you in the program. And I love seeing you do this work and open up. And you've been such a great participant. And I cannot wait to see. I can't even imagine what 12 months is going to look like for you.
Insane. I'm going to be moving up to Legacy Leaders.
Absolutely. I'll be looking for you there. That's right. All right. Thanks, Sharon. Thanks for joining.
Absolutely.
Amazing. All right. Well, guys, it is Thursday, and we are going to be together in this workshop between now and Tuesday. This is going to be your last opportunity to join the Inevitable Millionaire. Hey, Kemi, how are you?
Hi.
This is going to be your last opportunity to join between now and the fall. So this is it. And when we open back up, it's going to be at a higher price point. As Sharon mentioned already, this is like really low entry point because we want to give everyone who wants to be here the opportunity to join us. Kemi is another one of our amazing Inevitable Millionaires. I'm so happy to have you here. So Kemi, tell us a little bit about yourself and why did you decide to join?
Hi, yes. I just want to check in. Is my camera coming out okay? Because I feel like I'm super zoomed in. Okay.
No, you're good.
Okay, great. Yes. I'm sorry. What was the question? One more time.
A little bit, share who you are and why did you decide to join the Inevitable Millionaire?
Yes, absolutely. Okay. So my name is Kemi. I'm actually a music producer, as well as an executive assistant during my full time. And one of the reasons I chose to join the program was because I am a huge believer in mindset. I'm a huge believer in personal growth. And actually, Kelly, you actually came into my life at such a funny time. I had so many different things transitioning in my personal life and my career realm and so many different arenas. But I knew that I needed to stay plugged into some sort of something that was going to keep me feasted on success and success principles and personal growth, things like that. So long story short, I came across this Facebook ad and I was like, this looks like exactly the kind of thing I need. And that's a really short story of how I even got connected.
Yeah.
And it's a blast.
That's awesome. Well, you're a massive action taker, and I'm just watching you just blossom and grow so quickly in the program already. So it's been 4 short weeks. Like, what are the changes that you've made? What are the actions that you've taken? Like, how is the Inevitable Millionaire changing your life, Kemi?
Yes. I think one of the biggest thing, and actually it was even before Inevitable Millionaire, I think it was during this workshop actually, that we first discussed the types of the kind of time allotment that successful people
Yep.
spend doing things versus
Day 3.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And it blew my mind because that made me really self-aware of how much time I was spending on social media.
Yeah.
And it just so happened, I think it was a God thing. It just so happened around that time my Instagram got hacked, so I didn't even have access to it anymore. And I spent about 2 or 3 weeks completely off Instagram, which was my highest amount of time that I had been spending on social media.
Yeah.
And it was so freeing. I was more intact with my time management and, the things that we were starting to build as a foundation for creating success. I mean, yeah, that was probably the biggest game changer.
Yeah. I mean, I was just saying this with Sharon, but like, you really don't realize, like, you do have the time. Like, anybody can make their dreams come true. We all have the same amount of time. And the people that accomplish everything and the people that accomplish nothing have the same amount of hours in the day, but it's awareness, it's focus, it's intent, right? And that's why we have this method in the Inevitable Millionaire of coming back every single week. And just for you guys that are listening that aren't aware, every week there's a workbook. So literally every single week there is a specific workbook that we go through. Kemi, yeah. And you not only reflect back, but you reflect forward. You set goals. There's new teaching. There's Q&A, the whole thing. And, you are accountable. You are accountable to self. You're accountable to the group. And it's really about not just ideating and dreaming. Yes, we do a lot of mindset work. We do gratitude exercises, visualization, manifestation, all of those things. But then it's where the rubber meets the road. It's where the rubber meets the road. And the rubber meets the road in designing your strategy, making your commitments for action, putting it on the calendar, and making it happen. And I think that is a huge distinction with the program as well. Yeah.
Extremely.
So what would you share? What would you share about the experience of like being in this container? Like, give everybody like a little bit of a preview of like, what is the experience like?
100%. And that's so great you said that. Was the next thing I really wanted to speak on, was because I've had so many people reach out to me from the container and be like, hey, like, I really want to support you, or hey, do you need accountability? And that's really powerful. I mean, there's not that many other environments, and at least in my personal experience, that you go into with people who have this similar mindset and are willing to not just be on the same journey, but help you through that same journey, So that's been such a big blessing. And just the positivity, we get on these calls. It's only been a few weeks, but we get on these calls every week, and it's like, it's going to be something positive. Even we just had today somebody share a health trial that they're going through, but even in the midst of that, it was like such a positive, like perspective on that. Like, you would never want any devastating, like, life-threatening news about your health. But it's like the way that we discussed it had no negative like connotation to it. And it was just the purest like support group experience that I could really describe,
Yeah. I mean, that's why, today, for those of you guys that are listening, we were talking about the 6 people that you need in your life on your journey. Which way am I going here? And we were talking about the co-strivers, the champions, the advisors, the protectors, the super connector. They're all inside. They're all there. Like the people that we're attracting are just beautiful human beings. They're amazing people. They're super smart, super talented, all different walks of life, all different countries around the world. And this is your place. It's your space. And there's still room in the event. Kemi, are you coming to the event?
Yes, September 2nd.
Yeah, good. There's still room in the event, September 2nd. It's a full day. It's the Elevate Your Inner Circle event. You're going to get to network, collaborate, exchange referrals. We're doing trainings on wealth elevation. It's going to be absolutely kick-ass. I'm so excited. And it's included. It's included when you pay in full, guys. It's a complete no-brainer. Our tickets to our event are usually almost the same price of this entire program, and we're including your ticket for free when you join. We have a couple spots left. Like I said, that's until we run out of spots, okay? But be there, right? Just be there. So Kemi, what would you say to people that are watching this video today and they're like, I kind of want to join. I'm not sure. Is it worth it? Am I going to grow? Am I going to make money? Like what would you say to people that are wondering all of those things?
Absolutely. Well, first of all, I think one of the biggest things to consider is, and I think, Kelly, I think you mentioned this all the time. I think you actually just mentioned it with Sharon, maybe, about the price point itself, because the value that you're getting from this program is astronomical compared to what she's actually charging for it. Yeah. I mean, just the mindset. And again, like, you don't get this everywhere. This isn't something you just waltz into any other success conference, or I know there's a lot of other programs out there you could do that might be like a conference or a coaching program, what have you. The things that she's just giving to us on a silver platter, I mean, it's so worth it. And I definitely am excited to just see the year-long progression, because even from just understanding a lot of these principles already from a different association that I had in the past, like, I already know that the way that Kelly is giving these things to us in a way that we can actually break them down and apply them into our lives. It's not just something we're just talking about, like, arbitrary, like, okay, like, write down affirmations, like, that's great, let's do that. But by the same token, like, what are you actually doing to implement those goals, as opposed to just speaking them, out into the universe and expecting something to happen,
Exactly. That's why I said I feel like we're creating a new category, because I mean, even I myself, coming from the business coaching space, I've seen that the people that have the mindset, I mean, they can come in and they can learn what I'm teaching and they can just kill the game and they make millions of dollars. But a very large percentage of the people, even when they learn the business strategy, what to do, how to do it, when to do it, without the mindset, they're not getting the results. And so I feel like this is a foundation for anyone that wants to achieve high levels of success in their life. And especially if you want to achieve high levels of wealth creation, financial success, business success, career success, I feel like it's like a must. It's an absolute must. And then I think you can layer whatever else on top of it, which is why I made the price low. You can do this, and then you can layer things on top of it as you go. So any parting words, Kemi, that you want to share? I really appreciate you coming on today. It was so great to have you here.
Absolutely. Just as always, just want to express my profound love for you. I'm actually, because you kept like pushing your book, and I was like, I'm getting it. So I'm really happy. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited to get into it, because I already started reading like just the introduction, and I'm like, nuggets. So just Kelly is an amazing person. You can see her productivity just radiating like from every piece of her being, and I'm just super excited to be even associated.
Well, I'm so lucky to get to work with people like you, Kemi. So thank you so much. Thanks for being here. And I can't wait to watch your journey. I know you're just going to be to the moon. So thanks for being here.
Of course. Thank you.
All right. Okay, guys, just a couple minutes here. We're going to wrap up in just a moment. Go to inevitablemillionaires.com. Let's start your life journey to creating your 1% life in absolutely every area. It is all possible and available for you. You are worthy. You are ready. Now is your moment. All you have to do is say yes. Say yes to the life that you want. Say yes to your future. Say yes to your goals and dreams. Know that it is not just possible, it's probable. And when you make the decision to join us, it becomes inevitable. You can do this. So I'll see you on the inside. Again, when you pay in full today, you get access to the Elevate Your Inner Circle event. If you can't do the payment, pay in full option, no problem. You can do the payment plan and get in for just a few $100s a month for the 12 months. Look forward to seeing you all on the inside. Thanks so much for being here.